Yeah, before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping announcements. In the corner of the room, there are copies of the millage rate document that we were referring to in our packet. There's an agenda for the council meeting, and there's a sign up for the public hearing for the millage rate if you need to avail yourselves.
That's so fancy. Avail yourself. I'm like, go get it. Thank you, Chief. I'll take a fan. A fan. I'll take the water and just dump it on me. Oh, you literally have a fan. Now, what do I look like up here?
Okay. 7:40.
The lens cap is on. See, I was gonna pull a face. You had the perfect opportunity.
Well,
Yeah, that's the thing. I told you.
telling them I couldn't use it the last time because you gave me peace signs.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Hold the phone up for Mark.
I mean, it's better than half a peace sign.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. It is 7:41. I'd like to call the Baldwin City Council meeting for September 9th to order. If you will join me in the invocation and the pledge, please rise. Father God, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for this beautiful weather. Thank you for protecting our residents and our first responders especially. Pray for our new lieutenants. Cover the council in light and love as we work through this important work on behalf of the city. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As has become my custom, I've been letting the people on Facebook know who's in the gallery. We do have a full council this evening, as we did for work session. Councilman Venter is present via technology. He's keeping his germs at home. Martin, we thank you for that. I appreciate it. We do have legal counsel. We have CAO Woodmaster, City Clerk Erin Gathercole. We have media, and we have representatives from our PD, and we have pretty close to a full gallery, and we have the press here as well. The first thing we need to do is to amend the agenda based on the decisions that we made in work session. Can I have a motion to amend the agenda by striking letter J and K from the consent agenda? Wait a minute, and number 1 from new business, with all those items to be addressed in a future meeting. I have a motion from Councilwoman Lehman. Do I have a second?
Second.
A second from Councilwoman Venter. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Okay.
Martin, councilman in the can over there.
I don't want that. All right. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended? Oh, and just one note, were we okay with probation service going to the Alto PD? Yeah, I seem to remember that, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended?
So moved.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Venter. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Councilwoman Davis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Tonight we do have both public comment and a public hearing. The public hearing is dedicated to the millage rate. At this time, if you have a public comment, you're a Baldwin resident, business owner, you have business with the council about anything other than the millage rate, because we have a dedicated time to that, please come forward. And please state your name and your address for the council.
Yep. Mike Toad, 216 Pinedale Street, Baldwin. So I had two things. One, with the animal control, is there an SLA in place with them? SLAs in place with them, service level agreements with them on what they provide and what they don't provide that the public can see?
You know, the IGA.
In IGA, but I don't know that it necessarily lays out the level of service, because it's just the level of service that they provide for everybody else.
Because that's where I think there's some disconnect, right? So throughout the rest of the county and a lot of other areas, I've talked to other residents that they will come out and handle nuisance animals, where here, it's our responsibility to handle nuisance animals. So if I have,
Pet animals or wild animals?
no, pets,
Okay,
yeah, so
okay.
domestic.
I got you,
animals,
domestic.
Right?
We do
yeah.
have the ordinance that we were required to adopt, that, it's the exact ordinance from Habersham County, which details what services they provide,
Yeah.
and that's what we've subscribed to. So that is available,
We can make that available.
Which needs to be worked on, and that was, you know, when we were dealing with the situation where my dog was shot by my neighbor, the conversation with the county was, hey, our ordinance doesn't provide for a felony for shooting somebody's dog.
Yeah.
So some of these things in this ordinance need to be worked out. They've just changed legal counsel, so it's just more about reestablishing that relationship with them and striking that back up, but that would be in that.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just, you know, as a resident, I've tried to use them, they're of no use, right, for what we need them
Yeah.
for, because we have, I don't know, 15 wild, or, you know,
Cats.
feral cats
Yep.
running around. When I reach out to them, they said unless it's a dangerous animal or a wounded animal, it's up to me to go pay them to rent a trap,
Yeah.
trap it, and return that animal to them within certain hours of certain days. So
Gotcha.
then it's my responsibility to,
And that's $75, isn't it?
$75, and then it's my responsibility to maintain that animal's health in the trap or in some kind of condition until I can get to them when they are open and not when they are not open. So
Okay.
that's where, you know, I understand we want the service, but we need to understand what the service we're actually asking for is, because right now we're not providing that service.
I think that, as you as well, you're gonna be an incoming council member. And then, Ms. Lipsey, also has expressed, a strong desire to assist in any kind of thing that has to do with animals.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree, I agree.
Because I want the service, but I don't want to pay for the service we're receiving right
If
now.
you're not-
because we're
right.
getting it, right?
That's
So if-
particular level.
in theory, right, what they're supposed to provide, yes, the service is worth it. What we're actually receiving right now
Yeah.
is not worth any of it, right? Neither as a Habersham resident paying Habersham taxes
Yeah.
and a Baldwin paying taxes.
Right.
We're not getting anything from it.
I love it.
So-
Thank you.
That was the first thing. I'm sorry, we have just one more minute. The second one, I know, Councilman Benzer, you were working on the donations for Galena.
Yes.
Have you gotten any?
No, I haven't
status?
gotten any,
Okay.
no, it's been a
Is
while.
there a reason we couldn't open it up to Baldwin needs rather than, I know the original intent was
Yeah.
for Galena.
Yeah.
For whatever reason that we didn't get it to those individuals, but I think there's individuals around our community.
Yes.
That could use jackets, especially coming up to the winter and all that stuff, if we could not set up some kind of coat drive or
That would be
community
lovely.
outreach, maybe at
Yes.
the fall festival or something
Yeah.
of that matter, and I'd be happy to
Yeah.
help.
I would
organize it.
love to help, because it's just been me, so that would be a tremendous relief, because I haven't even been able to get to the fire department to even, there are pet supplies, pet food, that at some point is gonna expire and needs to be.
Yeah.
So we do have a need in our own community, and I did speak with, the, chair of Patriot Relief, and she said, you know, it's gonna be a burden for those things to go to them, so do what we can. If there are some things that we sell, or we, you know, whatever, then that would be donated to their.
Yeah, I would be against selling them, just
I
because they
agree.
were given in good faith.
Yes, they
right?
were.
So I
Yeah.
think, but if we could set up at the fall festival, whether it's a tent or something.
Yes.
And just say, you know, no questions asked, people need,
Yeah,
come grab
there's
it.
heaters, all kinds of
Yeah.
things, gloves, yeah.
So
that'd
if
be
you
great.
could, like I said, I'll offer my help with that.
That'd be great.
Do you wanna fill out a vendor application even if you
That's not a
call
bad
it
idea.
a
Sure.
Patriot Relief?
Yeah, I'm
as
no
a
longer their
vendor?
co-chair, but I'd be more than happy to,
Okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, golly, that's great. Print that.
There was also a gentleman who had signed
Oh.
up before Gina
Go
would
ahead.
come, Josh.
No, Josh, you sure?
Okay,
She's already up there.
okay.
Okay, I'm Sheena Chambers, third time around, and, I'm here about my water bill. And only, the sewer bill that is, not water. I've spoken with Alice about it, and she said something about they might could do some credit, but if the credit, they owe me $5,373.05, where they was charging me for a sewer. Never had a sewer, I tried to get hooked on 3 or 4 times. They tell me I live too far down in a hole, they will not hook it up. When I got my water, they never mentioned I had to be on sewer, that I'd be charged, but they keep charging me. Well, they finally stopped it, but the point is they still owe me my money. I'll talk to my attorney, and if I do credit, I want a contract, 6 years, 4 months, no water bill, only garbage. I don't know what the $3 and $5 is, but if the 5 is to pay them girls set up there at that office, that's throwing the money away. They don't even help you when you go through the drive-through. I mean, they just sit there. They don't do any of their work, hardly ever. You have to beg them to help you. But I had spoken to my attorney, and that is the only way if I get her to come down here with me, or she'll take over, she's gonna take over the case, and if I can't get anything done, I'm gonna let her handle it from then, because that's a lot of money. And like I told y'all last time, if I took the water, other side of the meter, the same thing, and took it, y'all gonna lock me up for stealing water. So, but I do need to know who it is that's doing the billing for the water bill, who did it, because that's who's responsible that billed me for sewer, and I didn't have it. They should have checked out and made sure I didn't have it. So that's who I can get for stealing my money. That's the one person I need.
Steal your money. Mr. Samuels?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to address this, please? This is the first time you're hearing about it.
It is.
Ms. Chambers came to us last month. I'm gonna ask again that we get a response from legal, to appropriately answer Ms. Chambers on this.
Happy to.
Thank you.
I have a comment. Just, I've spoken with a couple of council members about that, and we talked about in our work session the tens of thousands of dollars of water that the enterprise fund has, that our enterprise has paid to process water that's just been dumped down into the ground. It's probably down in the lake down in Banks County at this point. The service, what you were charged for, there was never ever any sewer that went through our, we didn't pay anything to process because there was nothing coming into our sewer system. My personal opinion, as a council member and as a taxpayer, I mean, I am on septic at 580. But I was so far back, or whatever it was back in the day, I was never charged the sewer. I mean, if we're wiping out people's bills for these astronomical leaks for things, and we've paid to process that water, then I don't understand why we wouldn't do the same for Ms. Chambers. But I mean, I don't see how we could physically write you a check, and that's why I said, well, maybe a credit on your water bill would make up the same difference. But that's me. I'm one council member, and I just think that we should do it.
My concern is that you're not the only one.
And that might be.
And we know that there are other people who've been in this situation.
They probably should come up and say something too.
Well, I have asked
think-
to hook the sewer though. I haven't asked. I have come and I've asked, I've been sending out papers, and I give them, most of them recently was given to Cindy. I don't know if they got trashed, but the gentleman right here, I don't remember his name.
Scott.
Scott, he never got back to me. He never did nothing, so he never seen the papers. That exactly, because I know he has got back with me on other cases I've asked him about, but I'll fill them out right there and give them to her. I never hear nothing about.
So if you could hook to the sewer, you would.
Yes, free of charge, of course, and how much it costs and everything. I'm not
It's
gonna
about
pay.
5,000 to hook up.
I'm not gonna pay, how much?
I just was saying that it's about that much anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I wanna see, because,
I prefer septic.
I mean,
So,
it's gonna have a pump, because, or whatever they call it, 'cause it's going
The grinder.
downhill, and it has to be up. But I'm not gonna pay for that either, because I have asked multiple times It's not something I just popped out of my head, hey, you know, they need to give me my money.
Yeah, we need an answer from, I need some guidance from council on this, because I'm glad Ms. Chambers is coming forward. Our job is to solve problems,
Yes,
and,
I've said how I feel, I don't know how, with the rest of you.
well, but I wanna make sure that we're doing this appropriately, and that, I think there are about, Ms. Woodmaster, there are what, 8 or 10 folks who are in this situation? So we have to be able to net this out equally for all of the people who are in it. You're representing a bigger group than just yourself, so.
I mean, I've talked to a couple of people that I know of that don't, they said they don't wanna fool with it. They don't wanna fool because they'll make them go on sewer, they said. I said, I don't see any,
I wouldn't ask to require you to go on
that's
the
what I
sewer.
said. I said, you
By
know,
giving that credit, I just think that you're due to credit.
yeah, I mean, it's
You had to
like I
pay for
said, I
something
paid
that
the
you
money
never-
out.
Right.
I mean, nobody sitting here really in their right mind is gonna give you, you're not gonna give somebody 5,000, I say, I'm gonna give you this computer $5,000. You think I'm gonna, if I don't come back and do the service, are you gonna be, I mean, you're not gonna have, nobody's
If you
gonna
didn't
have
pay
it.
it, your water would be disconnected.
That, oh, I did,
Right.
it got disconnected 3 times because I refused to pay the, sewer. I had to do without water, you know what, I had to go pay a reconnection fee and everything just to keep water, cause I had to pay for the sewer that I never had.
Okay, we're over in 3 minutes. Again, thank you for coming
Thank you.
in, I really do appreciate it, and this, we are actively having conversations about this.
Well, it
It's just,
seemed like
it's
it's-
been months.
I
Like,
don't wanna wait
think-
till, you know, everybody, you know, we change ball like we change underwear sometimes, you know? And I mean, it's happening every day, and it's nothing getting done, but I guess I'll just.
Well, the future council members are sitting here as well too, so they're hearing.
Yeah,
I
but they
don't know
don't-
that it
yeah, but-
necessarily needs to wait to go
No,
until the next.
I mean,
No, I don't either, but that's why I'd like to hear
Oh.
from legal.
I mean, I can let them know my attorney, they can go through her if they want to, and call Harry, he'll be calling you, he's coming, and let y'all
I
discuss
just
it
think
with
that
all
that's all
them.
unnecessary.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thanks,
Josh?
So my first concern is the
Please,
trash.
please state your name
Hi,
and your
Josh
address.
Bowden, 107 Sweet Magnolia. Thought it was on the sheet. Our trash pickup has went just downhill completely. So used to, if we had a bag that was over the bin, they would pick that bag up and throw it in the truck with them. Now, they won't. Also, if they dump your trash in the truck and some of it falls on the ground, they won't pick it up. Why are we paying prime money when we're not getting prime service? I'm really aggravated. Like, you can drive up down our street after trash day, and there's trash from one end to the other.
Have you noticed if it is the mechanical arm that's doing it or a gentleman getting off the truck?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know there's one or two guys usually that gets off and hooks the cans up to dump them.
Okay.
So they're at the back of the truck, so in my opinion, that's no excuse if it falls off,
Right, so
pick it up.
like
So-
in my neighborhood, they use a mechanical arm and
Right.
they dump it in.
There's two
and-
guys at the back,
Okay.
the last I checked, but I'm not, there's different times too.
Have you expressed this concern to City Hall, to Ms. Woodmaster, to talk to?
No, I've tried to talk to the trash people and they just look at you like you're
Okay.
speaking another language.
Can we reach out to them? It's unacceptable.
Right.
I mean, Mr. Wolf has been here, I don't know how many times, talking about the fact that the things next to the trash
Yeah.
haven't gotten picked
Yeah.
up, but it's, you know,
Other
if they're
residents do.
dumping things,
Yeah.
if there's trash left over, it's
Right.
absolutely
Like I
unacceptable.
have a neighbor that's,
Yeah,
They were bought out, yeah, I've noticed a decline. I had a red tag on my bin the other day for non-payment, and I said.
What?
Yeah, I called, yeah, and I was like,
No.
it's impossible, it's on my water bill.
Right.
And she had no clue, the woman that I talked to was like, I don't even know. what
yeah,
you're
don't
talking
call
about." I
that
mean,
number, that's
They have no
useless,
clue.
talk to that wall.
It's
yeah,
like-
call us.
Yeah.
Call us and then we can talk to them. And we had talked about putting out a request for proposals for a new trash company. FCS got purchased and bigger and service, you're right, service has dwindled.
Yeah, it's
So.
bad. And I have a disabled neighbor And, you know, his kids take his cans out sometimes, and, you know, sometimes he tries to get out there to them, and he can't lift the lid, so he puts the bag next to the can. It's in front of it. They actually have to pick up the bag, set it over to move the can out, and leave the bag sitting. To me, that's unacceptable.
I agree.
We also have
have
house side,
accommodations.
yeah, we do have house side service that we could put him on. They have to go to the side of the house and pick the can up,
Yeah.
as long as it's documented. But still,
Yeah, but we're
absolutely
paying a fee,
acceptable.
and that,
Can-
to me,
yeah.
that's.
Can that gentleman also reach out, or can you reach out?
Can you help?
Can you
Yeah,
help
yeah.
facilitate
Yes,
that
that would be great.
conversation?
Yeah.
So we can fix his problem too?
And get like during the holidays, get what day they're coming to pick the cans up, because, you know, if like Labor Day's off on Monday, sometimes they won't pick it up till Friday, and then sometimes they pick it up like Wednesday, sometimes it's Thursday. You don't know
Typically
when
it's
they're
the next,
coming.
like, it should be the next day, yeah.
Right.
So
but
that's another, okay.
Since it's changed to FCS, there's just sporadic. There's no time of day, there's no day.
I agree.
We've also had people, post their Ring camera footage of the truck going right by the cans.
Yeah.
So,
They get away with stuff like that, no more with these cameras.
Man, these cameras are nice.
Yeah, they are.
That's my next topic.
I think I need to get, yeah.
Okay.
So, our city police, I respect all officers, I respect the fire department, I deal with these all the time. Our neighbor is always getting the police called on them, and they're drinking and stuff, so it kinda gets out of hand. I don't really know the whole story, but just hearing from my camera that I'm picking up, I've been yelling.
Yeah.
So if a police officer is coming down a side street and they don't have their lights on, can they at least run the speed limit? Or if they're going through town, can they please run the speed limit? Because I have it on my camera of them running 50, 60 miles an hour down our side road plus the main road.
And it's Baldwin PD.
And then it's Baldwin PD.
And you live on Sweet Magnolia?
No, yeah.
Okay. All right, we will take that up with the police chief.
Yeah, I mean, if we get pulled over, then they should have to follow, and I understand you got emergency calls.
If they're running codes.
But if there's not blue lights on them, there's kids on the street, they should not be coming in. And it wasn't just Baldwin, it was Haversham too. And I called them and had a,
So we'll address that
yeah.
with them.
Management or budgetary role. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay, Cindy Lipsy?
I think actually ditto what Joe just said. Fulton County has either frozen or rolled back their millage rate. City of Johns Creek has actually lowered their millage rate. City of Atlanta is only at 11.3.
I would imagine their tax base is a lot larger
I
than this.
understand that, and we're talking different pies, okay? We're
Absolutely.
talking different,
Sure is.
but this city does not seem to have any financial discipline at all. This budget has gone up and up and up every year. And we just keep hearing, well, what services do you want to do without? No, that's not the way to handle this. You need to learn how to budget. I offer to sit and go over this budget line by line, which nobody else is doing, and weed out the BS that we can do without this.
We did do it. You sat
For
with us
30
for
minutes,
over.
Stephanie, no ma'am,
How
stop.
long did you sit with
For
Ms. Lizzo
30
2 years
minutes.
ago? I mean, we
For
were,
30 minutes, and you deferred everything to Emily, who gave the most nonsensical answers
No,
I think I've ever heard.
no ma'am, not
So-
acceptable.
All this to say, this is, someone's gotta give. Someone's gotta give. I don't think y'all have made a serious effort to roll things back to make our property taxes more affordable. This is just ridiculous.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
I'm just, this is not what I moved up here for,
Okay, thank you.
at all.
Thanks.
Sheena Chambers, did you leave?
She did.
Okay. Debbie Satterfield?
Mine's not on the price increase, mine's about other things, so.
Okay, just give us a moment and we'll finish with this. And then, Josh? Bowden, you left too?
Oh, yeah, but I think he actually.
Oh, he scratched out, okay,
Okay.
he wanted to speak on something else. Is there anybody else who wants to come forward to talk about the military? Hearing none?
The other two hearings, you keep mentioning this is the first and third, three, and I.
We need to set a date,
So those are not set yet?
they're not set yet.
That's why they're not being mentioned, okay.
I have a question.
Sir?
Is he correct on the
57% is property tax,
57%?
property tax dollars.
That's how much we're increasing.
That's right.
Of the actual dollars.
I'm a kind of a simple guy, but does that mean if my taxes were $100 last year, it'd be $157 this year?
Indirectly, because it goes to your property value.
That's it.
But I'm talking dollars that the city is taking.
It's receiving, right. Yeah.
Okay, comments? We'll close the hearing.
You may.
Okay, seeing no one else move forward to discuss the millage rate, we will consider the hearing closed at 8:09. The next item on the agenda, reports, Mr. Barnhart, Public Works. Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie, did you, I'm sorry about
I'll
that.
be short and sweet.
I forgot, sorry, Scott.
I'm Debbie Satterfield, a lifetime resident of Baldwin, Georgia. I live on 153 Chandler Street in downtown Baldwin in the hood. And my family's been here since 1894. But today I left Gainesville and I was at Duncan Bridge and 365 around 5 o'clock. I ran into 2 Baldwin City vehicles with the employee taking the vehicle home, which I think is ridiculous. They need to take their own vehicle home and come back if it's necessary. And also, Mr. Coffey was sitting by me. He lives up by the steakhouse, his mom, the whole family. He's also a sewer person that they've been charging him sewer for years.
Right.
And they have a septic tank. Also, Baldwin's City Hall is an embarrassment. I'm a horticulturist. You go to pay your water bill, the appearance is terrible. The shrubbery, there's mulberry, blackberry, poison ivy, Johnson grass, privet, and Virginia creeper growing all in the shrubbery. It looks like heck. And you think, people come there and you think, they don't know how to prune or cut this out or spray. And I mentioned that years ago, and all that was going to be redone, which it was never redone. And I'm also wondering, does the city letterhead still have pronouns on the? You know, I saw something last year about the pronouns on the Baldwin letterheads. Okay.
Letterhead never had pronouns, ma'am.
Well, did individual people have pronouns?
Signature blocks on emails, some people have pronouns.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, we're Baldwin, we're not New York City. We don't need pronouns on any Baldwin paperwork.
Okay.
And also the fireworks. Who pays for this? And are you aware of the damage it does to people's pets? Dogs, cats, you know, a lot of cats and dogs run away, and you've got fireworks, and you know, some animals never come back. And
Please know that fireworks are paid for by donations.
And
not
it
by
is
city
terrible,
funds.
fireworks are damaging to people's pets.
There's been a conversation about looking for fireworks that don't have noise, that are just the color, because there are people with PTSD
Yeah.
who are affected by the sound of fireworks.
Yeah.
So this has been a conversation.
Oh,
And there's something, and here's the other thing too, because it's legal in Georgia now. I remember when it was not legal.
had to go to South
You get-
Carolina or Tennessee.
Yep, that's right. And so now, and people can go and do the big fireworks, actually the same ones that we do, and they're setting them off. They do it on Ivory Drive.
But they're all over Baldwin.
They
Road,
are.
You know,
And,
everybody.
and my pets are some of the, with the exception of Barkley, who's no longer with us, he actually would try to go and kill the boom booms.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I wish we could
But-
get the that would be
It is-
good.
I'm sure, yes, but what I do is I know that this is coming and I just take
Well, you
precautions.
just lock,
Yeah.
I have cats and I just try to lock them inside.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's
during
what
all the
we do.
noise.
Because
Okay.
even if the city didn't do it, the private citizens will.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Satterfield. All right, Mr. Barnhart, sorry, much delayed, much anticipated.
Poor guy.
Lucky me.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pardon me for taking a minute.
To retire.
Anyway, we did a lot of stuff. Not as much as people would like, but we did a lot of stuff. We'll make it short and sweet because we got other stuff y'all to deal with. We have some programs or some projects that we're working on. I give you all a monthly report every single month with numbers and stuff. We're in We're in the middle of a couple things that we're doing now. Hopefully between tomorrow and Thursday, we're gonna finish up the water plant. The backwash lagoons that were cleaned out, we stored all the stuff, let it dry, and hopefully by the end of this week, weather permitting now, it's beautiful weather. We'll be able to go out, be over there all day tomorrow and Thursday, loading trucks and grading it out, seeding and haying it, so we can get that, the water pipe they broke, and they're digging it out, so fix that, so that project hopefully will be off. We got some projects coming up we're really excited about, paving. Not as excited about the paving as we are with the project coming up to replace the water line under 441. We're really excited about getting that done.
Yes.
I know that's causing us strife with how the water moves around between the tanks and the cities. I'll be glad to see that project get done. Also, a little dread with that project getting done, and that's, regardless of who does the project, there most likely will be an issue when they do it. And that's just due to the age of the pipe down there. And we're hoping for the best. I know DMI will work diligently to help that project getting done correctly. And that, but, that is something that may happen no matter what, because of the age of the pipe. You're dealing with, there's rocks sitting on all this pipe when they go to move it. So anyway, so we're looking forward to it, we're not looking forward to it. Done some of the other things, that we tried getting done is our fire hydrants going out, servicing them, panning them. Hope to continue that on. Summertime is our wide open time, and now we're down a person, 2 people actually now. So it's making the workload just a little bit difficult to handle that, water, sewer, streets, right of ways, City Hall, which I agree, 100% agree. It is. We're working on some ideas to spruce the upside of that place a little bit, maybe help it sell, be outside and sell it. But things that need to be done. There's not enough hours in the day. We're in the middle of starting off, we've already done summer work on our new salt storage relocation, that we're moving it from the down the hole, we're putting it in a new location. We've already started working on that, let's get that done before snow season or winter. Some of the different things with moving things around is causing issues as far as getting work done. With the water and the sewer issues, we're having issues with the prison. Lee Arundel State Prison is a jewel that, I know we're gonna do negotiations pretty soon with them. Now it has gotten so bad, it is now affecting a second lift station. With the debris, the trash, the debris. He's over there every single day cleaning it. And it's just, it's ridiculous. Now it's messing up the pumps at a new lift station, a different lift station. We've called, I've got another number that I'm gonna try calling tomorrow and see if I can get him to talk to him, and that is the director.
At the prison?
The director of Georgia Department of Corrections. He's the boss.
So no one's just, there's just nobody's getting back to you whatsoever?
No, I mean, they've gotten back to us, they just don't do it.
They just don't do
They just,
anything?
there's no follow through, like,
There's no
we've gotten
maintenance,
them.
there's no, you can't get a hold of their maintenance guys, you can't, I mean, it's.
And then when we reach higher above them,
Literally.
they're like, go reach out to the maintenance guy. That's the guy
No, we
that's
already
not.
did that,
Yeah.
right.
So,
That'll be a
that's-
topic that we can certainly include in the
It
negotiations.
sounds like some legal action needs to happen.
Just, but that's one
Well,
of the
it
things.
would be the first time involved with history. Yeah.
Yeah, do different stuff there, but that's basically it, there's a lot of projects done, did wildflowers, they started actually coming up, actually they came up too good.
Oh,
They
they
were
were
causing a sight distance, we had to get down and whack them down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, they were getting all that rain. They were so pretty, and
Yeah,
thank you
but,
for whacking
But we
them.
were just curious to see how that would work out.
Beautiful.
It worked out great,
Yes.
other than having to trim them back a little bit when they get a little high. We hope to continue that project in the
Yes.
spring.
Yeah,
That's on the agenda for this spring.
yeah.
This winter, depending on what's going on with the mountain, what's on our schedule for this winter is to go and attack these side roads, to go the overhang on the roads.
Oh, yeah.
Trim them back.
Stone Bow.
You know, fall, winter's the best time for us. We're not mowing grass every single week.
Yes.
We have a little breathing room to go, but now that's all contingency. We planned on doing it last year too, but
Right,
so we threw a monkey wrench in there in February and all that went away. So,
yeah.
we're also doing our sewer easements, going through clearing them. After the last few storms, you had some that are trees that were blown over on main roads, but not a lot. Sewer easements really caught it bad.
Yeah.
They've been steadily trying to clear trees, just clear trees off of them.
Yep.
And that's important to that, you know, when we need access to them, we need access, not cut tree out of the way. So that's some of the other projects we're working on, but other than that, it's going flow.
Scott,
Questions?
oh, yes, just want, the folks in the audience to know, unfortunately, Mr. and Mrs. Satterfield left, so they don't get to hear me say this. Because I know it's difficult when you know your team, you know how hard they work, you know what it is that they do. Even with the take-home vehicles, just the very, the little detail that, the fact that these guys they have to come out in the middle of the night and fix our water breaks. And while there are companies that, you know, whoever, Georgia Power, EMC, whoever, that, you know, we don't get to drive. Here's the thing is that those are city assets, those vehicles. And when we have found over years, not just, you know, oh, I see them here, I see them there. Over years, we found and discussed and intentionally set this policy into place because they take better care of the city assets. When they're taking them home, they are taking care of them. When they're not, they're dumping them off, and they're just not as in good a condition. And Mr. Elam, you know, while he was mayor, that was some of the conversation that we had. but our guys get out there and work their butts off, hard. And especially being down 2 people, one of those positions was cut with the budget cuts that we made. So that, took the chipping off. It puts a lot of pressure on the people that are remaining to get the same amount of work done with 2 less people. So I want to say, yeah, we got weeds at City Hall. You should see my grass right now.
I mean, I understand, I get it.
But
And
thank
it's
you.
the same thing with the appearance
Yeah.
that the girls at City Hall, or I shouldn't say the girls, I'm not.
Women,
correct.
ladies.
The ladies who work at City Hall, regardless of who they are,
Right.
if you come in with an issue and they can't solve the issue right then and there, or their thing,
Right.
I can understand how you're frustrated then, but it's not really fair to categorize them as sitting there doing nothing. If everybody
Right.
who's ever been in there and seen the amount of stuff they do, no, that's not true.
Right.
And things like that, believe it or not, things like that do affect everybody.
They do.
Everybody.
And morale. Right.
Right. And the things for the take-home vehicles was laid out when I approached the council,
Yep.
council commission. There's a lot of other things. It's not just because they take better care of the trucks, because they take
It's
care
also
of
in
their
lieu of
trucks.
less pay.
There's a lot less things. There's a lot of other things involved in that. When I pick up the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
everybody answers it, and everybody will come in.
Yes.
If
That's
they
right.
don't have the city vehicle, and they have their own car, and they can say,
Oh, my phone was
I
off."
can't make it.
Right. Yes.
Or whatever, but
Which
if
may
they
be
do
true.
get if they do get their
Right.
personal vehicle,
Yes.
and they're on their way in after I've called them, technically, if I call you at 2 o'clock in the morning, your clock
You're getting
starts
paid
then.
from then.
If
Right.
you're on your way in your vehicle and you hit a deer,
Right.
and it totals your car,
Right.
who's at fault?
Right.
Okay, if you get
Yes.
injured, is it workers' comp that's gonna cover it? Is it, so there's
Right.
a lot of different, it's not just, oh, you get a truck. It's not just, I trust me, if they said, we don't have to come in at
Yeah.
night, everybody leave their truck here, trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
Including
Yes.
me, I mean, it'd be great. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, that's just, there's ways to do it. Anyway, that's my spiel
Thank
for this
you.
evening.
Thank you for pointing that out.
And
Because
everybody has my number.
you always answer.
You always answer, you answer on vacation when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have to
Always,
answer.
you always.
Yeah.
Scott, I cannot thank your
Yeah.
department enough for the work that your department does below the ground,
Yep.
above the ground,
Heat, cold.
heat, cold, rain. Like
Yeah.
Alice and I deliver pizzas occasionally when you guys are in the.
They were
holes.
too hot to eat the
They were too
pizza.
hot to eat the pizza.
They were
or
like
they'd be
thanks,
too
but-
wet to eat
Yeah.
the pizza. They're in the holes,
Yeah.
in the rain, in the middle of the night, down the mountain, dangerous,
Yeah.
dangerous situations. And your staff is ever gracious, ever gracious. They thank us. I should be thanking them. I try to thank them. When it snows and you're stuck in the Public Works building, the beautification that you do. When we all drive down Willingham and we see the beautiful Mitchell Gailey Park with all the lights and the tree lighting, that's you.
That's right.
When we see the Christmas lights down the street, that's you.
Mhm.
When we turn on the tap and we have good clear water, that's you and EMI. The work that your department does,
Right.
planting, mowing, Joey, never without a smile.
Yeah.
Never without
Never.
a smile. In the
Right.
heat of the day, mowing.
Yeah.
You
Like a
guys.
fancy too, boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I cannot say thank you enough to the work that you do on behalf of the citizens and our water customers as well, not just citizens, but our
Right.
water customers as well. Habersham County, Banks County, I put this team of Public Works folks
Up
up
against
against
anybody.
Get out of my head.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know my big mouth.
But
I
this
can't
is-
help it.
no, but-
Anybody.
But
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
I am
goosebumps.
frustrated. I
Yeah.
am frustrated when I hear
Mhm.
our staff denigrated by people who won't run for council or come to see what we're doing or become a volunteer. I'm looking in the gallery now and I'm seeing folks who are volunteering more and I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
But Scott, thank you. Those wildflowers were beautiful.
Oh,
I don't know
man,
whose
whoa.
idea that was, and I
Scott.
hated that they got mowed down. Okay, I get it. There was a visibility issue. I
They
live
overperformed.
by the airport, and
Yeah.
what, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you guys put these beautiful roses in the
Yeah.
little median, just the beautification, and I drive by and I'm like, that's really pretty, thank you, Scott, and I know you don't hear it, but I thank you every time I see those pretty flowers. And the mowing that you do.
Yeah.
The beautification of the city, we mow places we probably shouldn't mow, just to
Keep it
up.
nice.
Scott, thank, a million thanks. On
Yes.
behalf of the residents of Baldwin, I thank you and your staff for what you do.
Thank you. That's right.
Thank you.
Another thankless job.
Enough-
Very thankless,
absolutely,
especially, yeah.
People
And-
just wanna
and-
complain.
Right.
Every time you flush your toilet and you turn your water on,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, this stuff doesn't happen by magic. It happens because of the hard work of our public works folks. All right. No old business, we'll move on to new business. There's only one item, consideration approval of public works paving and fencing project. Do we have questions on that, folks?
No.
Okay.
Get it over with.
Oh, I lost my cheat sheet. Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the public works paving and fencing project not to exceed $158,000 and to be expensed from Habersham County SPLOST 7 as presented?
So moved.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Venter. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Councilwoman Davis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is executive session for land acquisition and disposal. Not to keep the gallery here long, I'm gonna read the announcements now.
We have the comp plan meeting tomorrow night to your.
Okay, the first item, we have the comp plan meeting, the last comp plan meeting at 6 o'clock in the Baldwin, special function, community room.
Community room, that's the one.
We'd love for you to join us.
And thank you for those who have participated.
Absolutely. All right, public notifications through Everbridge are now live. You can sign up using the QR code on the back of your September water bill and the city's website or at City Hall. Residents, business owners, and city stakeholders are invited to complete the survey for the 2025 comprehensive plan. Paper copies are available at City Hall. A digital version is available through a QR code at City Hall and on the back of your August and September water bills. Folks, they're the back of your water bill. It took me years to find that. I didn't pay the thing. Raffle tickets for the Shop with a Hero gun raffle are available for purchase through Baldwin Fire and Police Department. Tickets are $10 apiece. The drawings will begin December 1st. If tickets are purchased at once, the purchaser is entered into a bonus drawing. Join us for Darren's Theater at the Tap Yard on September 26th at 8 p.m. for a free screening of Lilo and Stitch. Bring a chair, blanket for Night Under the Stars with your friends and family. Concessions are available. The proceeds going to Shop with a Hero. The 8th annual City of Baldwin Fall Festival will be on Saturday, October 18th from 12 to 8 at the Tap Yard at 110 Airport Road. Enjoy live music, local crafters, vendors, food trucks, closing fireworks. As always, admission and activities are free thanks to generous sponsors and donations from local businesses, community partners. I want to take a point of privilege and say that Public Safety Day was really a lot of fun on Saturday until we got rained on. Thank you to our, it was good. Thank you to our police and fire for their interactive presentations, the grease fire, the use of the fire extinguishers, for being accessible to our residents and to the children to see you in a new light. Thank you to local law enforcement who represent county officials. GSP was there too. And thank you to our volunteers. We really are trying to build that army of volunteers. Mike Toth, you've become our master chef. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And James, who's in the audience, thank you for helping with breakdown. I really appreciate that too. Any other announcements from council? Any from staff? Okay, hearing none, can I have a motion to close the regular session and move into executive session for land acquisition and disposal? I have a motion from Councilman Venter. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second from Councilwoman Lehman. All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, we are moving into executive session. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight.
Could I just ask you something?
Ma'am?
It wasn't a public comment, but when you mentioned about the trash.
Yes.
You know, before these people got it, the people would always text us on Wednesday night before. And my parents get the same trash pickup as we do, FC.
FCS.
Okay, they have the same, they're in Cornelia, but they're not in the city of Cornelia. And they get a text whenever, can we not ask them for a text?
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they get it anytime, like this summer, they get their trash picked up on Friday, they didn't come and they got a text, and they said, your trash was not picked up today, we will be out tomorrow again. That would be, and I called the municipal and asked her if I could be put on that list, she said certainly.
Well, also like individual customers, we could definitely ask them, but.
Yeah, we'll ask
I would
about
think
that.
that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, probably right.
Thank you, everybody, while we move into executive